Now to superstar Demi Lovato, recovering this morning after a suspected drug overdose in the hospital, surrounded by family and friends. As celebrities and fans shared their support, ABC's Lindsay Davis is here with more. And what do we know about the latest of Demi's condition, Lindsay?
Good morning, Robin. She is said to be in stable condition in the hospital this morning, awake and with her family, but certainly some tense moments yesterday as reports came in about a suspected drug overdose. Her drug addiction is something that she often talks about, and it's the subject of several of her songs.
She's known for her chart-topping hits. And some of summer's biggest pop anthems. We're cool for the summer. But this morning, Demi Lovato is recovering from a suspected drug overdose in a Los Angeles hospital.
EMS 11, spinal with engine 97, already on scene, unconscious.
Tuesday morning, the Los Angeles Fire Department responded to a medical emergency at the singer's residence. Lovato's representative tells ABC News overnight Demi is awake and with her family, who want to express thanks to everyone for their love, prayers, and support.
Insiders and people close to Demi Lovato and the situation say that things had kind of been a mess for a while, that she had separated from some of her team, and that team had actually been responsible for helping her maintain her sobriety throughout.
I'm so sorry, I'm not sober anymore.
In the lyrics of her latest single, Sober, Lovato seemingly admits to a relapse in June.
And I'm sorry for the fans I lost. Watch me all again. I wanna be a role model, but I'm not.
The same song she forgot the lyrics to at this performance just 2 days prior to her hospitalization.
Sorry that I'm here again. I forgot the words.
The 25-year-old's emotional track comes just 3 months after she wrote this celebratory post on Instagram. Today is a very special day for me. I'm officially celebrating 6 years of sobriety.
The last time I did an interview this long, I was on cocaine.
And in 2017, Lovato openly discussed her personal story in the documentary Simply Complicated, talking about the first time she relapsed in 2011.
I wasn't ready to get sober. Nobody knew. I went on like a bender of like 2 months where I was using daily.
Earlier this year, with her mother by her side, the pop star spoke to Michael about using her sobriety to help others.
One of the reasons why I've stayed sober is because I want people to know that it is possible for you to get help and to recover. It's something that's very important that people know that you're able to ask for help these days, and people will help you.
Overnight, an outpouring of support from fellow entertainers and friends. Ariana Grande writing, "I love you," and Joe Jonas tweeting, "She needs our prayers and support. We all know how strong you are, Demi."
Lovato is scheduled to perform this Friday in Atlantic City, but that concert has now been canceled. Her representative also says that some of the information being reported is incorrect and that the family is asking for privacy and not speculation. They say her health and recovery is most important right now. Robin.
It truly is. All right, Lindsay, thank you very much. And joining us now is Dr. Drew Pinsky, of course, an addiction expert and the host of Dr. Drew Midday Live on 790 KABC Radio. Always good to see you,
Good morning,
Dr.
Robin.
Drew, and looking for your perspective on this. So what did you think when you first heard?
Well, it's interesting to hear the family saying that the speculation is probably inaccurate. The first thing I thought was, well, there was a report of heroin, and I thought that did not make sense to me. She's not had that history with heroin. She's had opiates, but not heroin. I didn't buy that, number one. All we know is that she was unconscious, given Narcan, which is what the fire department does whenever they come upon an unconscious person. But she's an addict, and I thought, the second thought I had was, what a lovely person. I mean, we all have known her. She is this unbelievably dear person, and she indeed needs our prayers and respect. And then my next thought was, well, this is drug addiction. It's a chronic illness. It's marked by relapses. This happens. There's nothing wrong with this. This is just part of her course of her illness, and it's chronic, and she'll get better. She will get well again. This idea, Robin, that people have that it's something sort of one and done. You go in, you get treatment for 30 days, like a car wash, you're magically well.
Right.
Nothing could be further from the truth.
It's not uncommon. 6 years sober, And as I was saying when we were talking the break,
Yep.
I've had cancer. I get cancer again. No one blames me. No one looks at me and points if you relapse with cancer. But with this, there's finger pointing.
It's weird, as though it's a volitional thing or as though it's a weakness or something, which is just absolutely bizarre. And it's a deadly disease, too, just like cancer. People have to remember that. In fact, if you have an opiate addiction, you're more likely to die of that than most cancers. So it's a serious illness. But on average, it takes multiple years and multiple treatments to get 1 year of sobriety. Just to get 1 year. So the fact that she had 6 years, she's way ahead of the curve already. I am certain she'll get back into the game. She'll get back into her sobriety, and she will be fine. There may be other relapses ahead. That doesn't mean anything. That means she has addiction. And by the way, she has multiple psychiatric conditions, right? She has
bipolar disorder.
Bipolar eating disorder that makes it more complicated. The other thing that her case sort of points out is that even once you treat the addiction, then you've got to deal with some of the underlying stuff there. It sounds like she has trauma, she has mood disorder, and you can't deal with any of that until your sobriety is well established.
What do you say, not only to Demi and her family, but others who go through a relapse? What are the next steps that they need to do to regain that sobriety?
Well, bottom line is just everybody get back into the program. Everybody, family in Al-Anon, back to the mutual aid societies, back to your team of mental health professionals. Just get it going again. Don't back off. Don't cave. The people we lose are the ones that drift away from their treatment team and get deeply into their drug addiction. Just get back into the process. This is just how it goes. And then you look at what was going on that might have predisposed to this. So next time you're aware of these things.
Yeah, and you said something that was so correct. We love her. She is so
dear,
brave,
so dear, so brave. She remains, in my opinion, just this paragon of an example for other people struggling with this addiction. I'm sure she feels shame and guilt and all this stuff. No place here.
No.
She continues to be somebody that other people with these conditions can look to for inspiration.
Thank you for that, Dr. Drew.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.